Hello citizens of our nation, RAWR here, and today we're going to be talking about the brand new film, Jigsaw. Now, Jigsaw is the 8th installment in the popular Saw franchise, and yes, I know what you guys are thinking right now. Do I really have to watch another freaking Saw movie? I'm so tired of those, why can't it end? Well, it's Halloween season, and you know what they say. If it's Halloween, it must be Saw. Now, I just want to say that I absolutely loved the first Saw movie. The first Saw movie is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. It is fantastic. It is great. If you haven't seen the first Saw movie, you should definitely check it out. And you know, even the second Saw movie, even though I didn't like it as much as the first one, I still thoroughly enjoyed Saw 2. Unfortunately, after that one, that series just went straight downhill, and it hasn't been able to recover since. Now, when they announced that they were bringing this franchise back for the 8th film, I was like, no, please no, can we just let it die already? But given the fact that it is Halloween, I decided to give it the benefit of the doubt. Was that a good decision? No. I'll start off with really the only two positives that I can muster out of this movie. The traps were very creative and inventive, and it was genuinely very interesting to watch all of the victims in each of the traps and trying to figure out, like, oh my god, how are they gonna get out of this one, or what's gonna happen if they fail, and who's gonna die. Somehow the filmmakers keep finding a way to get even more creative with the traps in each and every installment, and for that, I have to give credit where credit is due. They genuinely really outdid themselves with the traps in Jigsaw. Also, the film does a pretty decent job at building suspense, and I think that is mostly due to the musical score. I always really like the music in the Saw movies. I especially love the main theme. You know, that one that goes like dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. I really love that theme song a lot. It definitely helps to build the suspense and add tension to any scene of the Saw movies. Moving on though, I really wish that this franchise would just go back to its roots and go back to what made it great in the first place. The first Saw movie was about these two guys who were trapped in a large bathroom in which the only way that they could escape was if they sawed their own foot off. And as the film went on, they discovered that there were several clues in the bathroom as to who put them there and why. And through that, you learned a lot about these two guys as well as the serial killer. And mind you, that first Saw movie, it never leaves that bathroom. That is the only location where that film takes place. I know it sounds very simple, but oh my god, it worked and it was effective. Jigsaw does very little to improve upon any of the Saw films that came after Saw 2. I mentioned before that the filmmakers should be commended for the creativity of the traps that are in these films. I just wish that they could apply that same creativity to the storyline and the script of these films. While the traps themselves are very cool, it kinda just feels like the filmmakers were just like, oh, so let's see. Let's think of a way that we can kill people in the most craziest and violent ways ever. And that is what continuously disappoints me about this franchise, because the first Saw film was not about that at all. The first Saw film was more of a psychological thriller, and it wasn't just about killing people either. It feels like this franchise has become just about killing people, which is fine. I have no problem with excessive violence at all. What I do have a problem with is excessive violence for no reason. You see, the first Saw film that I keep talking about here, it had excessive violence, but there was a reason to it. Whenever there was a scene with excessive violence, it made a point and just escalated the film even further. However, every film after Saw 2, including this one, is just like, you know, I'm just gonna kill this person for no reason whatsoever. It adds nothing to the overall story, it doesn't do anything to raise the stakes, it doesn't escalate the film, not even in the slightest bit. The characters were very bland and one-dimensional, And to be honest, I can't remember a single character's name, other than Jigsaw, of course. And of course that does affect the film, because when they're stuck in these traps, I don't care who lives or who dies. The acting is pretty mediocre. I mean, it wasn't terrible, it's just no one stood out at all. And I'm not gonna say what it is, but the film has a twist ending that is some fucking bullshit. Now don't get me wrong here, I love twist endings. I love it when the ending of a movie can surprise me with something that I did not see coming. But you see, the problem is the twist ending in Jigsaw. It's literally the same twist ending from at least 2 of the other Saw movies. And I was just like, ugh, are we really doing this again? Same twist ending, just with different characters and a different trap. Are we that fucking lazy that we can't come up with something different? Are you kidding me? Overall, while the trap scenes were interesting to watch, I gotta say I was pretty bored during this movie. On my rating scale, Jigsaw gets a 4.5 out of 10. I know, it's Halloween and all, but I can't recommend this movie to you guys. But you know, I haven't talked about it on my channel yet, but a movie that I can recommend you guys go out to see is It. I love It so much. That is such a fantastic horror film. It's very well done, very well acted. I saw it again the other night and I loved it just as much as I did the first time. It has great scares, great energy. Definitely go check out It if you're in that horror mood for Halloween. And also, while I haven't actually seen it, I have heard some pretty decent things about Happy Death Day, so that one might be worth checking out as well. So, Jigsaw, have you guys seen it? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Or do you want to see it? Why not? Comment down below, let me know. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe today for more content. Farewell, citizens of our nation. Catch you all next time.